Hello, everyone. The company that Group 6 decided to do for their organizational analysis was Boston Pizza. Just a little background about Boston Pizza. So, it is the largest casual dining restaurant chain in Canada, serving about 40 million guests annually at 390 locations in North America. It is a franchise corporation, and it's actually a Canadian company that started in Edmonton, Alberta. The person we decided to interview for our assignment was Carly David. She's director and in charge of corporate communications for the Enright franchise group here in Manitoba. Her father is actually the owner of the company, and she is in line to take it over once he retires. She has a lot of experience being with Boston Pizza for 10 years. She got her Bachelor of Commerce degree from the University of Queens. And her job mainly focuses on, well, it's pretty much a blanket of everything, but it focuses on marketing, communications, and operations decisions. Moving to the business description, Boston Pizza has a very good strategy where it has three concepts under one roof: a restaurant, sports bar, and takeout and delivery. This means it attracts a lot of different types of customers, which is very beneficial in a Canadian market where we have a very diverse group of people. That being said, their main target focus was on Generation X, which is around people between 40 and 45, but it's moving towards millennials because this age group is increasing heavily in the market. The strategic focus for Boston Pizza is on family, friends, and teams.
The two main attributes are those of any restaurant: food and drink. There are a large variety of food items, including pizzas, pastas, a lot of comfort food. Main specialty is pizza with unique handmade dough. And for drinks, there's many different options, including wines, beers, and specialty cocktails, as well as some specials, including Fishbowl Fridays. Services that Boston Pizza offers are very unique. They offer a relaxed family atmosphere with quick food and good service, as well as delivery and takeout service that are among the best out of all restaurants.
Management type. Boston Pizza's management type is a triple bottom line approach. They're focused on reducing negative externalities while also maintaining profitability. Boston Pizza is under the Boston Pizza Corporation. This means that every single item is either recyclable or reusable. This will lead to a lower cost and increase their profitability. During Boston Pizza's operation, whenever they decide to introduce a new item to their existing menu, they require that new item's ingredients have to have multiple purposes. This will lead to a lower cost for raw materials and also reduce waste. Subsequently, the pandemic has caused a decrease in dining. Boston Pizza had to lay off majority of their staff. Management team have created a group where they assist employees with financial backing from various government assistance programs, and also created a collaborative environment where they've created game nights so that the employees can still feel part of the team. Another thing that Boston Pizza has introduced is the coupons for the existing employees. Boston Pizza is heavily involved with the community they reside in. Their franchise takes a role in community involvement through programs such as partnering with schools, after-school programs, donation, and various fundraising activities. This is a great marketing tool for their core audience, since this will lead to a higher profitability for the company overall.
The key competitors of Boston Pizza. There are mainly four key competitors of Boston Pizza, which include Domino's, Applebee's, Olive Garden, and lastly Earl's. Talking about the similarities, all four are national corporations and only Domino's offers delivery service like Boston Pizza, whereas rest only offer takeout options. Moreover, Applebee's and Earl's offer a variety of promotions throughout the year similar to Boston Pizza, which is not offered by the rest. Now, talking about the differences, the prices for Domino's and Applebee's are slightly on the cheaper side, which affects their quality of food as well compared to Boston Pizza, and Earl's have their prices slightly on the higher side. Furthermore, Domino's does not offer dine-in option unlike the rest, and Earl's has a higher customer base compared to Domino's, Applebee's, and Olive Garden.
Analysis is done on a local level, which is Winnipeg and surrounding areas. A strength of Boston Pizzas is their advanced takeout and delivery system. Unlike Skip the Dishes and DoorDash, Boston Pizza does not have to pay 30 to 40% of their product cost to run their delivery. A weakness of Boston Pizzas is that staff turnaround is high in the restaurant industry. This puts stress on managers and makes them less available for staff and customers' needs. An opportunity for Boston Pizza is menu innovation. Their staff is always working hard to come up with the next big thing. Threats. Boston Pizza does not have only one threat. Places like Earl's and Moxie's are competition for different reasons. They need to follow alongside their competitors as they constantly evolve.
Boston Pizza has a TBL approach to its structure and culture. It follows an enlightened mechanistic structure where prescribed standardization and enlightened specialization have been established. Furthermore, it has a hybrid structure when discussing its departmental focus. The divisional system includes each restaurant that has a different range of products to satisfy the demand and the likes of various markets. Each division then follows a functional structure that encompasses multiple functions, such as human resources, sales, baking department, etc. Although it follows a concentrated centralization at the top, where the leader or the top officials take crucial decisions to expand or invest, etc. However, diffuse centralization is exercised within divisional units, where decision-making power is delegated to subordinates with the relevant. By measuring their factor efficiency, profitability, and liquidity and debt ratio, Boston Pizza analyzes the performance of each division. Following the TBL framework, the organization also measures each division's financial ecological ratio, and it stresses value loops instead of value chains that take social ecological externalities into account. Boston Pizza has implemented modern technology into the monitoring system to maximize its efficiency, productivity. The managers are equipped with transaction processing systems, operational information system, and decision support systems. Employees are constantly tracked and monitored about by the restaurant's up-to-date POS systems that capture cashiers' time spent on the keyboard, scanning percentage, cash ins and outs. Also, it tracks efficiencies in terms of reducing electricity cost and potential gains from the use of renewable energy.
Boston Pizza's business strategies are all formulated around its mission statement, where it states to be the gathering place in every community in Canada and to share great food and even better occasions. To achieve this goal, Boston Pizza refers to the 4 pillars of successful strategies listed here on the slide to help organize and control their operations successfully. Fundamentally, thinking like a customer is a tactic that Boston Pizza uses, which streamlines into each strategy. Thus, when this is done, it's then easier for managers to specifically interpret what their customer base preferences are and then subsequently adjust their operations respectively. This consequently helps enhance their brand as a company and their overall customer experience while simultaneously maximizing profits. In like manner, increased profits have also been produced through their commitment to engaging with the community, such as sporting events, donations to charities, and school engagements.
We're going to be talking about a couple potential problems. First and foremost is obviously COVID-19, which has led to decreased revenues and laying off of workers across restaurants all over the world. But Boston Pizza does have procedures in place, including working with a task force that they've put together themselves, talking with health organizations as well as public health to make sure they're being the safest possible. An example of how safe Boston Pizza is them choosing to mandate masks in the restaurant in July when it did not become mandatory until September. Moving to customer satisfaction, Boston Pizza has a very strategic plan in place to deal with any customer who's dissatisfied, and to make sure the customer always feels right and to make sure they return for another meal and recommend to other people. Another problem identified could be menu technology, as employees really have to make sure they understand it and learn it before they get thrown into the job. Boston Pizza does a good job of training them and making sure they shadow employees before they get to use it, as well as employee management and scheduling. Boston Pizza makes sure they make local goals and make sure they motivate all of their restaurants locally to do the best they can, as well as they have very strong scheduling software that makes it easy to schedule employees.